kubadilisha sabuni nikatumia ingine. Wateja who prefer stock zangu juu ziko tayari kubaliwa pap wa. Lakini vile hii ekonomi imetufinya, ilinibidi kubadilisha sabuni nikatumia ingine rahisi. Bala, ilibidi nioshe kila kitu mara mbili. Sikuwa na otherwise, nikarudia Ariel. Mi hupata clean and fresh results kwa mosho mmoja tu.
Lavender, a calming scent. Crafted from essential oil and inspired by the finest lavender. New Downy Lavender Concentrate. Lasts on my clothes longer than expensive perfumes. And keeps me calm all day, filled with the confidence to command any room. Try it now for only 20 shillings.
Good morning.
Dad, vitamin B2 ni nini?
Vitamin B2 zinapatikana kwa Ilara Fresh Milk. Na unahitaji hizo vitamins kila siku kupata energy, yani mawowo.
Mawowo. Mawowo ya kucheza, mawowo ya kuruka, mawowo ya kuswing, mawowo ya kudunk.
Mawowo.
Ilara Fresh Milk, jijaze mawowo.
Hi everyone, welcome to Eldoret Households and Decor Shop. We are located in Eldoret, Zion Mall Basement A. We are an household equipment shop. We deal with general households, kuanzia vikombe, sufuria, plates, cutleries. On social media, you can find us at Eldoret Households and Decor on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. Let me show you what we have today. So over here we have hot pots. This one they keep hot, chakula yako itakuwa moto. Then we have them in different varieties up here. For the hot pots, we have them in different designs, different colors, different prices. You can see ikiwa set ni wenye imejipanga hivyo 4 pieces, different prices. 4 pieces inaenda 4 pieces na kuna za 6 pieces. So we have them in black golden, white golden. You can prefer black golden, a white golden. Kuna hii yenye iko hapa, a stainless one. That one, a stainless one. It's a 6-piece. Kampuni ni Redberry for the hot pots. That's what we have for the hot pots. They're available in different colors, different prices, different designs. Over here we have an amazing electric pressure cooker. Kampuni ni Tilak. Electric pressure cooker. This one cooks a lot of items. It cooks meat, stew, beans, soup, stew, mutton. Then we have porridge, poultry, set and yogurt. Let me just zoom in here. You can see clearly. These are the items that you can cook with. You can also cook with, unaweza pika nayo mchele. And the good thing about this gadget, utapika, utaweka beans, weke maji, uplug kwa steamer, then utaiacha itaiva yenyewe na itajiunplug yenyewe. So this is a electric pressure cooker. It's available. It's a 6.5 liters. 6.5 liters. So we have these two types of fruit rack. We have this smaller one and this bigger one. You can see the smaller one, the purpose, inatoshana. So here you can hang your bananas and here you can have your other fruits. We also have this bigger one. We have this bigger one. This one you can have a multi-purpose of items. Hapa unaweza weka nyanya, you can have vitunguu hapa. You can see how flexible it is. This is how it is kwa jikoni and it's movable. Inasonga. So this one is also available in rectangular one and the available colors, it's also available in white. Ukitaka uletewe ya white, ukitaka uletewe ya black. Over here we have amazing set of cutleries. They are available in stainless. We have golden ones and a black golden. For this set, it comes 6 of these spoons. It comes 6 of these spoons. Then we have 6 forks, 6 short teaspoons, and we have 6 plus the knife. So we have them in different shades za stainless. Kuna zenye ziko na mistari, kuna zenye ziko na pattern. All that is available. Kuna salt shakers in different colors. Then we have this amazing set of sugar dish. For the sugar dish, we have them in different designs. Kuna this one. We also have this other one. It's available in black, golden, white golden, and a plain golden. Ikiwa hivi inaenda the whole set. Inauzwa as this whole set. Inauzwa as the whole set for the sugar dish. Then we also have these ones that are single moja. When I mean single ni hii moja. We have these ones. They are in different prices, different colors. On this side we have amazing set of cups. Vikombe tunauza 6 as a set of 6, different prices of course, with different designs and colors. Kuna white golden, like that one, it's so pretty, white golden. For the white golden, we have them in that shade. Kuna hizo shades mbili. There's somebody who will prefer a pink one, we have that one. Then we also have that purple one, it's a golden, white and purple. Then kuna that amazing green and that amazing mustard. Then kuna hiyo yenye iko na pink. Kama unapenda pink, you can still have that one, and it's a big cup. Kuna wale that prefer smaller one. Those ones who can prefer smaller one, tuko na hiyo ndogo, that one that has stripes, and the rest of the colors that you can prefer. We have these amazing mugs. This one you can give to your friend, your mom, depending on the message that is written on the mug. Like this one, well, the greatest mom, of course, moms, they are the greatest things that you have on earth. You can give this one your mom. We also have this one, Crazy Cat Lady. We also have this one that is written King, Queen. I know you guys have queens and kings in your life, so you can gift them this, or you can also gift yourself this one. We have this one that is written Queen, na kuna ya King pia. So Valentine is here. Pea queen wako mug, pia ya kupatia mug ya King. So down here we have casseroles. Easy has it keep hot. You cook and serve in them. So we have them in different designs, in different colors, different designs, different colors. Kuna zenye ni 3 piece, kuna zenye ni 4 pieces, kuna 2 piece, and in different designs. So over here we have amazing throw pillows that you can have it on your chair or your bed or your living room. Like this one, home is where I'm with you. This one you can have it at your home sitting room. Then kuna here bedroom, narusha kwa kitanda ya bedroom. You can see the message ni ya bedroom. Then we have these emoji ones. Kuna hizi za emoji. There are those ones who prefer emojis. Kuna here emoji. Then we also have those ones who have kids. This one can be used on a kid's bed for this one. Tunaingia msimu wa mapenzi. You can have this one on your living room, bedroom, hata kwa TV stand. There's that one that has a nini place pa kuweka hii. Kuna hii. We have this one written home sweet home. You can have also this one at your home. They are in different colors, different message. We have them in variety. Karibuni. So over here we have kitchen mats. They are in 2 types. Kuna this type and this type. You can see the difference even in sizes. So this one haina raba chini. So hii kimwagikiwa maji, you have to take it out ndio ikauke. Ama ukimwaga maji kutoka huku itapita na chini. But for this one it has a rubber chini. Iko na rubber chini. Durability ya this one is durable unlike this one. So these ones we have them in different patterns. We have that one. Kuna hiyo color. And we also have this one written, the kitchen is where, this kitchen is seasoned with love. Kuna hii. We have this one. So this one, hii unaekelea pale kwa cooker, like where you have the sink. And this one you can have it in front of your cooker. If you don't have the cooker, you can have it on the kitchen door for this one. Hizo zenye ziko na rubber. Then we have these zenye hazina, for small kitchens. For small kitchens we have these ones. They are in different, they have different messages. For the small kitchen, we have this. You can see the bottom blazenaka, the bottom, and this is the shape. This is the shape. So hii unaweza weka kwa mlango ya jikoni, penye fridge iko hapo chini to avoid hiyo ukifungua mlango hiyo maji yenye na drop. You can have it that one there. Still on these ones zenye hazina rubber, kuna this one is written beautiful and a happy carpet art. We have this one. Zinakuja two pieces. The long one and the short one. The long one and the short one. Kuna hiyo. Still on that one, we have them in different prints. I guess you won't miss a print out of this.
When they talk about decor, they talk about Eldoret households and decor. This is the only shop that will give you solution for your house decors and everything. Hello guys, my name is Raymond Otieno and this is Ridadi TV. If you're new in this channel, please consider to like, subscribe and share. And if you wish to be advertised, it's free of charge. Just get our contacts and I know you will like it. Thank you.
Coca-Cola?
Oh, it's happy hour. So, you want a free Coca-Cola, but you have to drink it here.
Hello viewers, welcome back. My name is Raymond Otieno and this is Ridadi TV. As usual, you know, here is the only channel we give you best entertainment and solution in every gadget solution you need. Our shows today is sponsored by Imports by GN. It's located in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, and the contact you see below are for the shop owners.
Welcome to Imports by GN. My name is Joe Rabbits, and today we are going to walk around and display to you our items, our accessories and products that we offer on wholesale and also at retail prices. Now, to start with, we have all screens from 12-inch to 175 inches. Those are TVs, and we also have every brand starting from Skyworth, Hisense, Vitron, TCL, every brand that you might be looking for, it is all available at Imports by GN. Number 2, we have phone accessories. Phone accessories range from earphones, phone cables, Type-C, lightning cable and micro cables. We also have earphones of every kind. We have Oraimo earphones, we have Amaya earphones, we have Ophia earphones, we have FPM earphones. Every earphone that you're looking for are all available at Imports by GN. Not to leave that, we also have glass shields. Glass shields are available of different varieties. We have the normal glasses, which we also retail at wholesale prices. We have 21D, otherwise known as 3D or 4D. We have mirror glasses also available at wholesale and retail prices. We have what we call privacy glasses. Privacy glasses are those ones that shield your neighbor, otherwise those people who peep on your phone when you're operating. So we also have them at very good prices. We also have what you call UV or curved glasses. These are for clients or people who have curved screen for their phones. For example, 030 Infinix, Reno 10 or Vivo V29. All those are available at retail and wholesale prices. Other than that, we have now smartphones of every kind. We have Samsung, we have Infinix, we have Tecno, we have Vivo, we have Itel, we have Oppo, and we also have Xiaomi, or otherwise known as Redmi. All these phones and accessories are available at very good prices. Welcome, and let us walk you around. Now, just as I told you, we have brands of every kind, smartphones. We also have their corresponding covers. These covers are called silicone covers. And just as I told you, we have Xiaomi, or rather Redmi, we have Redmi covers. All the trending phones in the market, ranging from 13C, Redmi Note 12, Redmi 12, all these covers are available at wholesale and retail prices. We also have Tecno covers, and also the latest brands, Spark 20, Spark 10 Pro, Camon 20, all those covers are available. Phantom X, Phantom X2, all those covers are available. We have Oppo, Oppo, those old phones and even the recent phones available at cheap prices. These are called silicone covers, A16K, A1K, A78. The latest phone in the in Oppo, we also have Reno 5F, A17K. All these phones are available at cheap prices. We also have Infinix and Samsung phone covers, all available at your disposal. Karibuni sana. Apart from these silicone covers, we also have fancy covers or doll covers. These are normally for people who are not really comfortable with the silicone covers, so we avail these fancy covers because of their comfort. We believe in taste, preference and fashion. So for those ones who would go for doll covers, especially ladies and girls, would prefer these ones. These are ranging from Samsung, Oppo, Infinix, Tecno. All are available at wholesale and retail prices. These are all available to you here at Imports by GN. Welcome to our Oraimo corner. This Oraimo is the most preferable product in the market, and the products that we avail to you today range from Oraimo smartwatches. For those who are fancy with Oraimo smartwatches, this is the best with a very, very good price. Now we also have selfie sticks. For those who would wish to take selfies at an elongated length, we got you covered. very comfortable and at your own disposal. We also have chargers. Chargers range from different watts or different charging capacity. We have chargers ranging from 45 watts, 10 watts, and 18 watts. All these, like for example, 45 watts can also charge your PC or laptop very comfortably and at your disposal at a very good price. Apart from that, we also have Oraimo neckbands. We have Oraimo power banks. We have Oraimo earphones. We have Type-C chargers and micro or rather Type-B chargers, all available at wholesale and retail prices. We also have your phone shield or rather glass protectors from 9H. We have 21D or rather called 3D or 4D. We have mirror glasses for those ones who would wish to look at their image back in their phones. These ones protect your phone and they can also be used as mirrors for your own comfortability. We have privacy glasses. These are for people who would never wish other people on their phones what they are operating. And we also have what we call ceramic. Ceramic are just elastic, just to protect your phone and to prevent it from breaking. In a nutshell, these are all the glasses that are available at wholesale and retail prices.
Lavender, a calming scent, crafted from essential oil and inspired by the finest lavender. New downy lavender concentrate lasts on my clothes longer than expensive perfumes and keeps me calm all day, filled with the confidence to command any room. Try it now for only 20 shillings.
Good morning.
Dad, vitamin B2 ni nini?
Vitamin B2 zinapatikana kwa Ilara Fresh Milk. Na unahitaji hizo vitamins kila siku kupata energy, yani mawowo.
Mawowowo, mawowo ya kucheza, mawowo ya kuruka, mawowo ya kuswing, mawowo ya kudunk.
Mawowowo.
Ilara Fresh Milk, jijaze mawowowo.
In January 2023, just after Indian billionaire Gautam Adani toppled Jeff Bezos to become the world's second richest person, a New York-based short seller delivered a gut punch. Hindenburg Research accused the Adani Group of pulling off what it called the largest con in corporate history. Despite the Adanis denying the allegations of stock manipulation and fraud, a stock sell-off wiped more than $150 billion off the group's value. It shook investor confidence in the massive conglomerate and in India's equity markets and its regulators.
Adani CFO had denied all this allegation.
India's Adani Group says it's exploring legal action against a US short seller, Hindenburg Research.
Up until now, he's sort of been out of the eyes of global scrutiny.
And concerns around that and how they faring financially have been brought up before.
Since then, Adani has won a reprieve from the Supreme Court. The shares have recovered as a group slashed debt and won over new investors. It's against this backdrop that the 62-year-old founder revealed to Bloomberg that he wants to step down when he turns 70. And he's executing one of the world's largest and most challenging transfers of wealth to the next generation. The $250 billion Adani Group controls a big chunk of the infrastructure that runs India's $4 trillion economy. And a complex leadership transition from Gautam Adani to his two sons and two nephews is loaded with risk for the group, as well as the country and beyond. In a rare and exclusive interview in which Adani would only discuss succession, Bloomberg's Anto Antony asked the tycoon if the Hindenburg report had an impact on his plans.
Mr. Adani, you said that the succession plan was conceived about 10 years back. Now the last 2 years incidents, the investigations, Hindenburg report, has it affected it in any way, the implementation?
In hindsight, I can say that it is this incident makes family more together and work very hard to fight it back. And I definitely basically see that they have converted this incident into the great opportunity for family uniteness. Secondly, they work hard, and whatever corrections in each and every aspect of our businesses we have to do. And in fact, basically this Hindenburg issues of this last year was Adani Group history is the highest performance.
As part of the succession plan, Gautam Adani's nephew Pranav, the eldest among the four, oversees most of the group's consumer businesses. He's also leading one of the company's highest profile projects, redeveloping Asia's largest slum, Dharavi, located in India's financial capital, Mumbai. Older son Karan runs the cement, ports, and logistics businesses, which are among the biggest in Asia. Karan's younger brother Jeet is looking after India's largest network of privately operated airports, along with the group's defense business that builds weapons from small arms to missiles. And their cousin Sagar oversees the group's energy projects, including the contentious coal arm. He's leading efforts to build the world's largest renewable energy park on, on a barren salt flat in western India.
When the Hindenburg report happened,
In a series of exclusive interviews, the four of them told us about the fallout from the short sellers' allegations.
I would say that this report came as a shock to many people who were not expecting anything of this sort. From our viewpoint, purely this report was nothing but accumulation of everything that was written and alleged over the last 10 years before that, but also very beautifully gift wrapped and presented in a way that was, explosive and shocking, so to speak. There was nothing significantly new in that whatsoever anyways. So everything that the report said was in some way, form or the other there in news before. More importantly, the report that came, we gave a very, very long and comprehensive response in just 72 hours on every single point of the Hindenburg report. Strategic long-term global equity partners, they've only doubled down since the Hindenburg report came. So our institutional shareholding has only in fact increased going from that point on, rather than go the other way around.
For some of the second-generation Adani leaders, the Hindenburg report came as a bolt from the blue, and they had to act quickly to ensure that the business continued to operate smoothly.
I think it was definitely personally speaking, a very stressful and tough time. Emotions were high. But I think the most important thing that was on my mind definitely was, what can I do to support, obviously, the family, but more than that, how do I support the larger family, which is the employees? Because the biggest risk that you run in times like these is demotivation, people sort of losing hope, and to make sure that everyone is motivated, everyone knows that what we are doing is for a greater purpose, it's for we're making real impact, and we continue day on with the work, because these things, they happen, they come, they go. But we don't want to lose motivation.
one overhang, even right now, is the kind of investigations or probes which are there into the company. And also at the same time, there are allegations regarding opaqueness in the holding structure. How do you assess the investor concerns on this front?
See, I think if you look at from investor perspective, right, as a group, we went through this transition from 2007-8. So if you remember, in 2007-8, we had a holding structure. We had Adani Enterprise, and then we had all the other companies which were subsidiaries of it. And again, getting feedback from the investors, they said that we would like to have a clean structure. And that's where we started demerging. So ports got demerged, Adani Power got demerged. So basically, the shareholders who want to invest in ports, they know that they come into APSZ, or investors who know that they want to only invest in energy, they know that they want to come into renewable. So one is, there is a clean structure from a holding perspective. So there is no crisscross holding, which is very common in other groups in India. So there is no crisscross holding which is happening. So it's a very clear structure. Family holds directly into each of these entities. Second is, when you look at from a family perspective, family holding perspective, all of that has been disclosed, because we have 23 or 25 international issues, bond issues across various group companies, again rated by all international agencies, investment grade rating. And part of it, unless you don't disclose all of this, there's not much of, you don't get through that hoops of getting that rating. And so all of that has been disclosed.
There were learnings, I would say, from the whole Hindenburg episode. As a group, we have always been very focused on operational excellence, on execution. There are times when we have missed out in the kind of communications that we should do to our shareholders, to media in particular. Now, from an optic point of view, we have become very clear that we go out and communicate more transparently about the structures and about things like the finances, and we are going out communicating more.
But at least 7 of the group's companies have received so-called show-cause notices from India's markets regulator, SEBI, about allegations of non-compliance with listing regulations. And according to Bloomberg reporting, U.S. prosecutors are examining whether an Adani entity or people linked to the company, including Gautam Adani, bribed officials for favorable treatment on an Indian energy project. The Adanis say they have not received any notice from the U.S. Justice Department. The DOJ says no Adani unit has been charged with wrongdoing and that investigations don't always lead to prosecutions. Coming up, the next generation answers the critics who say their family is too close to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's BJP.
Being close to a political party does not necessarily mean that you get the work.
When Inside Adani continues.
मोदी जी की हार होती है, स्टॉक मार्केट कहता है भैया मोदी जी गए तो अदानी जी गए. मतलब डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप है, करप्शन की रिलेशनशिप है.
That's Indian opposition leader Rahul Gandhi right after the 2024 elections, in which Prime Minister Modi's party lost its majority in parliament. Investors sold Adani company stocks as soon as the results were announced, cutting the group's market value by around $45 billion. While they've since regained ground, the sell-off highlighted a key concern with the Adani empire.
Many people attribute your business growth to how you strategize your company's priorities to that of the government's priorities, whether it is state or center. Is that something that you will ask the next generation to continue?
No, so that is basically group has decided, irrespective of the government. Okay, when whatever the government basically decide the priority for the nation's point of view, we always basically focus our business in that direction. And I strongly believe that when you basically business directions towards government priorities, you always basically get the tailwinds and not the headwinds. And that helps your group to grow faster.
The opportunities in India's infrastructure sector are enormous. Morgan Stanley predicts that the country will drive a fifth of the world's economic expansion this decade, generating more than $400 billion in annual output growth. Any fresh bid by the Adanis to get an even bigger slice of that pie may face closer scrutiny under a weakened BJP government.
There seems to be a widely held perception that the group's fortunes are very closely tied to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's. How do you address this concern?
See, I think there is a very strong difference between perception and factual reality. People's perceptions beyond a point we can't do much about, but if you look at factual reality of what we've done across the group, right? Majority of our growth period as the Adani portfolio of companies and the Adani group overall has come prior to the time of Prime Minister Modi. Even today, when a certain party is in power, we work in 22 different states all across the country. Many of those states are non-BJP states, right? Ultimately, what people don't realize outside is that from a business perspective, most of the businesses is done in the states, not in the center.
Being close to a political party does not necessarily mean that you get the work. You get the work because you are able to deliver, you are competitive in a market, and you are able to deliver on your commitments, and especially in infrastructure business. We are not a fly-by-night operator. If I have taken a concession of building a port, I had better deliver it, because if I don't deliver it, I cannot have 15 ports. I will be stuck at one port. Same as in the power or in renewable. So wherever we have delivered on that promise, we have delivered the infrastructure, and delivering greenfield infrastructure in India is not easy. We have made it one of the most profitable, and we have run it in the most efficient manner. You don't have these three things, there's no point being close to any political party, or because today's India is no more about giving favors. It is all about whether you're competitive in the landscape or not.
The Adani's strategy of aligning with the government's priorities has helped it become almost too big to fail. It's India's top importer of coal, its largest owner of renewable energy farms, and its second biggest manufacturer of cement. Adani-owned ports carry half the country's shipping containers, while more than 80 million people use its airports each year. And now the group is taking its influence global, again aligned with the government's strategic priorities. It's developing ports in Vietnam, Israel, and Sri Lanka that seek to challenge China's regional dominance.
We are also invested in a lot of neighboring countries. Now, when we enter any neighboring countries, besides financial decisions that we take on the project, how good they are, we also look at what that host country requires. Whether it's infrastructure, energy, resources, we are aligned with those countries' national priorities. And the most important is the strategic interest of India also should be aligned. So when all those three aligns, I think this is the best investment strategy. So I think it's false and incorrect to say that, Adani Group is only invested or is only looking at where, the present party is invested.
I think the ambition is by 2030 we want to be handling at least 1 billion ton of volume, predominantly coming out of India, because as India is going to grow, the trade is going to grow, and obviously and we are in the right position to take that sort of growth. I think the second part is to give a reliable supply chain solution into our neighboring countries and making India as a center point of that whole supply chain. And that is the idea, that how rather than cargoes getting transshipped in Dubai or in Singapore, how do we make India as the center point of the overall supply chain from east to west? And that's where we are looking to play, to create that larger vision of making India as a center point.
The biggest example of how deftly the Adani Group can pivot towards a government priority is this massive renewable energy park they're setting up in the dusty salt flats of western India. Covering an area 5 times the size of Paris, it's expected to power 18 million homes when it's completed in 5 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised that renewable energy will fulfill 50% of India's energy needs by the end of this decade. So the Adanis, who are India's biggest coal importers, say they're planning to invest over $100 billion into their renewable energy plans.
We'll participate. From our perspective, the predominant preference and the push is to invest in renewables. So more than 80% of whatever we are doing across the group is more than 75% of all capital we are spending across all the group companies is in sustainable energy solutions. So that's transmission lines for evacuating green power, that's investing in generation capacity of renewables, that's in distribution verticals that we have which enhance the mix of green energy in our distribution companies. So it's basically across different things, but with a sustainable and green energy, we'll invest roughly around $100 billion across the next 10 years in various energy sources.
So in line with the government's current projections and roadmap, what is the timeline within which you are looking at phasing out the coal?
So government's looking at a gradual ramp down until 2060. So we have a lot of assets where we have PPAs. And we have obligations in which we have to supply to various state government DISCOMs, central utilities, and to many DISCOMs and to the end consumers ultimately. So those obligations, contractual obligations, of course, have to be met. Our thermal platform is completely ring-fenced. It's completely independent. So with the cash flow that that company generates, that company takes its independent call with regards to how it wants to invest its own cash flow. Some of it they'll use for growth, some of it they'll use to distribute. But again, all of those plans are going to be dependent on the demand profile of the country.
Up next, we ask Gautam Adani how he'll avoid the family fractures that have roiled rivals.
Disintegrations will never happen in the Adani Group. And I'm very much confident, and for that.
When Inside Adani continues.
when I gave the G2 the options of independent businesses, they decided collectively that they want multiple businesses but one family. So they have a strong unity among themselves. The succession is all about both continuity and change, and it is a gradual process. This will ensure that the succession is seamless, is a smooth and a sustainable. The structural succession plan is supported by a strong cultural values. Our values provide the glue that holds together our arrangement.
Gautam Adani says under his succession plan, the four scions will need each other to run their businesses. Common services for the entire group, such as HR, finance, IT, and administration, have been carved up among the four to make them communicate and work closely with each other. HR is under Karan, while finance is under Sagar. Jeet runs IT and digital strategy, while Pranav leads communications and branding.
And when you move to the second generation now, if there are differences of opinion are bound to arise, how will you deal with those?
So biggest key is communication. Unless we don't communicate with each other, unless I don't know what my cousin or my brother is feeling or what is their thinking process, or they don't know what I'm feeling and thinking. What we have learned is that we need to keep communicating. There's going to be difference of opinion. That is the advantage of four of us, because we keep the check and balance.
So already there is a very, very close interaction between all the G2 members. We have our regular meeting cadences. We meet in a very structured manner once every week. We make sure that all important decisions are all socialized, are all discussed jointly, and there is, in different aspects, different people take leads, but everyone's views are always incorporated in however we do everything. So that's something that we have already been practicing over the last about year and a half, and that's something that's becoming deeper and deeper and deeper as we move forward.
And under the new leaders, the conglomerate may shun the high-risk, high-reward strategy that's been Gautam Adani's hallmark.
Your father is a first-generation entrepreneur who, from the scratch, built one of the largest conglomerates in the region. When the transition happens, for you to step into his shoes, those are some pretty big shoes to fill. How will you go about it?
As you move from first gen to next gen, I mean, we realize that what they're leaving us behind is a sort of a legacy, as well as not just a business, but a platform which we have to protect and ensure that we pass on to the next generation as well. We also realize we can't work the way he is working, in the sense that his risk appetite is much higher than what ours is. So we realize where our shortfalls are, where our strengths are, and we work on our strengths, and whatever we have learned from him, all the wisdom that we have learned from him, we try to work on it on a day-to-day basis.
But hunger for growth is something which differentiates Adani Group from many others, as Mr. Gautam Adani has said. Now, risk appetite is a key part of it. Why are you saying that in the second generation, the risk appetite could be slightly
It is bound
less?
to happen, right? So this is evolution of life. First generation, you have grown from nothing. Your risk appetite is much higher, because even if you lose everything, you're back to where you had started. We are starting from a level which is something higher than what they have started. So we have a larger responsibility to make sure that we protect and to grow from there.
Without any formal hierarchy, business management will almost certainly be testing and time-consuming. But Gautam Adani is counting on what he calls the family's cultural values to make this a success.
Mr. Gautam Adani has talked about the middle-class values that the group espouses. Now, the second generation has mostly born into wealth. Is there a pressure to conform?
I would differ over there a little bit, because we've not been born into wealth. A large part of our childhood has been through a struggle as a family. It's just that in the last, 15-20 years is what we see. But a large part of our childhood has been of struggle. We have seen our parents struggle everyday basis. We have seen them go through tough times as well as good times. We have seen them aspiring for more and working hard. And we have seen them dream together to reach to that aspiration. And we have also seen a lot of support from the larger family. And more importantly, valuing what we have.
We are very thankful to our first generation to help us with the value system, because it is the value system and the culture that really will take us through generation and generation, and we are trying to imbibe the same value system in our third generation, in my son and in future generations.
Thank you. And once the transition is complete and once you have more time at hand, what would be your plans?
Oh, ultimately we will retire and be more relaxed.
Naitwa Jennifer Warwenu. Programu ya Smart Duka tumefunzwa kujijua sisi wenyewe na kujiseparate kutokana na kazi na wewe mwenyewe, na vile utatumia spaces you have, the ideas you have, vile unaweza implement kwa duka ndio duka yako ipanuke. Tumefunzwa kuhusu goals. Sasa imetufanya tumeweza kuweka record, ya pili tumeweza kuarrange vitu zinakaa vizuri, kitu ikiisha una notice.
Majina yangu ni Steven Kamau. Smart Duka vile tunajua ni vile waweza kutengeneza biashara yako from the beginning, at least uifanye iwe bora zaidi. Sisi tunaongelesha customer zangu vizuri, maybe wakiwa na deni yangu vile I used to approach them. Natakuwa approach vizuri, kama kuna deni yangu how I should approach him ili asisikie vibaya. Kuna vile nimekuwa nikipaga vitu vyangu, nimeweza kupaga vitu kama ni uga inapagwa pale uga inatakikana, kama ni mafuta ipagwe pale inatakikana, kama ni sabuni detergents ziwe side zake. Nilikuwa nimeset Facebook page. One of my ideas was to weze watu wajue maana ya biashara, hana wewe weza aje biashara yako iwe ijulikane zaidi. Kutoka mimi nianze masomo ya TechnoSurf, nimefanya biashara yangu hata mnaiona, sio vile mlikuja mkaiona siku ya kwanza. Imekuwa better than the way it was from the beginning.
Nimekuwa nikitaka tu kubadilisha kazi yangu, but si kujuanga nitaanza wapi, nitaenda kwa nani, but somehow Mungu akatengeneza tu njia. TechnoSurf wakaintroduce this program, wakakuja direct kwangu na wakaanza kunishika mkono.